Hello, everyone. Welcome to Abnormal Investigations After Hours. I think me and Jesse named it that a long time ago. The After Hours. Hello, Mr. Clough. I hope you are doing well tonight again as we are back on the air here in Cincinnati. But no, guys, I got home and there's something that needs to be addressed. I am pretty aggravated and I will try to remain professional and calm best as I can under the circumstances. But when you deal with trash, it is hard not to talk about and exploit what they are. Sheepdog, I appreciate that very much, sir. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw that up there so everybody can see. We will do roll call here in just a second. Following choke the whole time. Following you cloaked the whole time. Ooh, yeah, it might have been cloaked. I never thought about that, bro. But you might really be right there. I'm going to go ahead and throw Jesse in here under the wheel.
Hello. Love these after hours. Hmm.
It's
I was just
always
getting ready to go to sleep.
abnormal around here. You're
Yeah.
always going to sleep. She's always
Well,
sleeping. She's all
yeah.
she. Me and Clough had that conversation the other day, and he said that we're going to nickname you Rip Van Winkle.
Okay.
I'm throwing Clough under the wheel now, under the
At,
tire,
at least
under
I'd
the
be
tire.
yeah. At least I'd be going to sleep at a decent time, Like
Why
before
would
midnight?
Why would you want to do that? There ain't none of us got no jobs. What
I
are you
don't
thinking,
I'm not. Yeah.
fat bastard? He knows everything, right?
Yep.
That's Jowls, fat bastard. So, guys, ladies, Segador, good to see you, my man. Hope everything's
Hello.
going good for you.
Hey Figgy, good to see you.
Psychic Interconnections, good to see you. Uh, but yeah, I'm a little hot tonight, and I usually don't get real hot, guys, because it really doesn't matter to me what people below me say. It really doesn't affect me. But when you start attacking children, yeah, I got an issue with that. But it seems that side really doesn't bother them to attack children. Kind of seems to be the motto.
Yeah.
You know, that's what
Yeah.
really pisses me off. Is they just can't leave the children out of it, and that really ticks me off. But we will talk more about that here in just a second. I would like to thank everybody for giving us a very good Halloween special because us warriors, we own the night, guys, with almost 9,000 views. We kicked some booty tonight, and they was even giving away money over there trying to make friends.
It was it was a good night tonight you had. There was a lot of crazy stuff tonight.
We got almost 100 new subscribers. Not only 9,000 views, but 100 almost new subscribers. Can you
Nice.
believe that?
I do believe
Segador,
it.
we rocked it tonight, brother. We went in and we owned the night. And I called it just like the 3-pointer. I called it 3-pointer in your face, Giles, 3-pointer. Sunk it, baby. All net, all net. But anyways, moving along off of that. So I get home, and a lot of people contacted me tonight, and they said, "Can you believe that Miss Wendy Guizdala, whatever her last name is, has came out and has tried to push another narrative?" Now, I haven't given her a whole lot of attention, guys, because honestly, I feel sorry for her. Because I know a lot of things about her that I haven't said, and I didn't want to say it. And I'm still not going to say it all. I've got a lot of things recorded. Jesse knows they would destroy somebody from their own mouth. because I keep everything.
Me
And I'm
too.
sure you have to, don't you? And I'm being really nice right now because I could come on and I could just start uploading recording after recording after recording after recording and let it speak for itself. But I'm not the type of person that attacks somebody's family because I'm mad at somebody, because it's not her family's fault the way she's acting. She's a grown adult. This is her fault. This is her decisions. She chose to do what she done on her own. And I believe in holding people accountable for their actions, not for the actions of others. That's called professionalism, Wendy and Giles. But so what happened tonight, guys, is matter of fact, can you just throw up the thing and then I will explain after and what she done. That way I can explain exactly what has happened.
I can't throw it up. You gotta throw it up.
Well, I about threw up when I seen it, but you're right. Let me see
You,
if I can
you
find
gonna
it.
put the video up first?
Okay, no, I don't want the video. Should we do the video first? Yeah,
Just
you're probably right. What do you think?
why don't you throw the number one up?
No, which one? Okay,
Number one.
the face. Okay, number one. Okay, guys. So this is what I was sent whenever I get here. Right? They're like, Mike, have you seen this?
Oh, it's cut off on the bottom with your little banner.
Oh,
It says, come on now. What's your excuse this time?
let,
Wendy
let
goes,
me let me get rid of the banner because if we don't, there will be some people out there that say I
I'm
couldn't
making
read it. They're
I'm
probably
making
making that up.
making it up.
Yep, they're making it up. You got
Taking
to
it
quit
out of
lying.
context.
So the banner's gone. There you go.
Wendy Guazdala wrote on her Facebook page, come on now, what's your excuse this time, Mike? You gotta see this one, y'all, and point out what you see when the light comes on. Laughing face emoji.
She's so smart. You remember that commercial? This is your brain. Anyways, going right over here. We're going to play the video so y'all can see what happens. Or should I explain it first? What do you think, Jesse? What order should I do it? It doesn't matter to me, but what do you think would be better to help people understand?
Explain what happened. When was this? This was not tonight. This
It
was
was,
last night.
yeah, it was the 30th. Yeah, she was real sure to let everybody know that this happened on the 30th. Like we was trying to hide it or something, you know?
So everybody that was in the live or that watched the live that was waiting for you to go live knows you were running almost what, a half an hour behind. Why were you running behind? Because you couldn't get into the live. You
I
had to
was
put a new live stream up.
My thumbnail that I'd originally put out to go live on had 147 people waiting for
Yep.
that live last night. Whenever I would try to go live, I was unable to go live. I was also running behind because Mom and Sarah had to go do something in town. I had Logan here with me. No big deal. So I was running behind. I couldn't get it to go live. So I told Logan, hop in the car. I got to go live. I got people waiting on me. I got 147 people in there. And his mom and my mom was going to meet me. And then we was just going to meet down the road because I was going the way they was coming from. We was going to meet and he was going to get out and get in their vehicle and go home. And I was going to go get out and go do my thing in the woods. Meet
Yeah.
on the road, do an exchange. Not a big deal. People do
No.
it all the time.
Yep.
But unfortunately, because Logan does not like abnormal investigations, it's not a channel that he's interested in. So he jumped in the back seat because I keep my gear in my passenger side seat in my car, which is I carry two bags if it's anybody's business. One bag that I carry is a bag that has my lights in it. It has all my lights in it. It has my 360 camera in it that you got me, the IR camera. It's got my extra batteries. It's got my, what's it called? My Kodak camera. It's extra batteries. And then it also has my infrared IR, cameras and my I forget what it's called, the one that pulls down over your eye, the monocular IR. I've got all that in what is called a padded bag. It protects sensitive gear. So
Right.
that's in my passenger seat. At the side of that bag, the reason my passenger seat is full is I have the backpack that not Sharon, that Pam bought me. I use that as an emergency bag. It's got EpiPens in it. It's got Benadryl in it. It's got a wrap in it, for snake bites. I've got all my stuff, and all my emergency stuff is kept in that bag.
Extra
Along,
water?
I've got, extra water. I've got extra cell phone, my backup cell phone that I bring,
Oh, okay.
and my Mossberg 500 stays in that seat, if you must know. So that seat stays pretty full. So he jumped in the back and we went down the road. I pull up, I stop, I'm getting my gear on. Sarah and Mom, they pull up beside me. I turn on my light so he can see to get out so it ain't dark. And when I turn on the top light, what does he do? He gets out of the door. But oh my God, a part of the video, you can see him getting out. It looks like he's ducking down, but he's actually getting out of the door. He's getting out to go get in the car with my mom and his mom to go home. So Wendy tries to say, oh my God, he's not alone out there. Yeah, okay, right. So we got Logan out in a flooded woods, walking in the dark, and he has no flashlight out there with all that stuff. You couldn't get that boy out there if you wanted to, number one. And number two, I would never let him do it. And number three, when did Logan be 7 foot tall with eyes that shine in the dark, right?
Right.
I mean, it was so ludicrous to me that they are trying to reach so far to destroy me that it's not enough they've hurt other kids, but now they try to make it look like another one is involved.
Well,
My
and
God,
then they continued to push the narrative, and yeah, and then you have extra little comments from, lo and behold, people that they don't associate with.
Which, my attorney's going to be taking care of that.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
will happen. That will happen now because that's all I needed. Because whenever you attack a child and you're saying, I mean, come on, everybody knows he's not out there walking around. I mean, really? I mean, really? Does she really believe that, right?
Well, it's probably not a good thing that I'm on tonight because I could.
Well, I
I
mean,
almost slipped. I almost said something that would have gotten me in trouble.
right, exactly. I mean, everybody, it's like common sense, guys. It's like if Mike sneezes the wrong way, oh my God, he's doing this. They are so bent on trying to destroy us. It's anything that they can. I mean, they are watching. It's evident now. They're watching our shows. I mean, they're actually watching, which we knew they was. But I mean, so I'm going to play the other video, guys. This is what she's trying to pass off on an 11-year-old. This is how fucking sick she is. Pull this up to show this idiot.
Okay, right there. There we go. Oh yeah. Just like
If you watch, you'll see him get out of the door. As soon as I turn on the light, he goes right to the door.
should be interesting. I'll hop out. My lights are bright.
There's where you can see him get out. I mean, you can actually see him get out.
Take my hat off. Put my red light on my head.
Yep. I want to say something so bad right now, but I just.
Yeah. They are trying so hard. Do you know how mad he is right now at certain people that they would even think that he would do that? That, hmm it's just frustrating. The stupidity. And you know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for the person she's working for to claim her as his own and to use this, because when he does, I'm going to expose her for everything she is. And I'm going to show people just who Giles keeps in his camp and what they really are. I'm going to show the whole world with her own words and her own video of exactly who she is and what she's about.
But she said that they don't talk. None of them talk to each other. None of them talk to each other, right? They don't talk to
Well,
anybody over there. Yet I've seen all
I
of
know.
them in.
I know.
They're all
It's,
liars. All of them.
they lie. They lie, lie, lie. Just like the father they serve.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to be nice. I'm honestly trying to be professional here. And I understand they have a narrative that they're trying to push. And their narrative, number one, was to destroy me at all costs. That was it. And it didn't matter if it hurt children, my mom. It didn't matter who they hurt. It was destroy Mike at all costs.
You know, maybe because over there they think that it's okay for an 11-year-old child to be out in the middle of the woods at night.
They do seem to project a lot.
But, you know,
And I want to say something tonight. I want to say this. I've had a lot of people work for me over the years from 2021 until now. And some were good and some were rats, but that happens in any job, right? Not everybody's good. I mean, you expect that in any kind of business. And YouTube is a business. This is a job. It is a business. Anytime you get paid for a service, it's a business. So you expect that. I expected that whenever I worked, as an officer, when I was a captain, when I was a supervisor. You have good, you have bad, you have hard workers, you have some that just get by. They do the bare minimum. And you expect that. Now, there was a comment made that we try to destroy everybody that leaves this channel. I've held my tongue on a lot of people that's attacked me. Wendy's attacked me over and over and over and over.
uh-huh.
I haven't said anything about Wendy. I've got a ton of right here. I was almost going to do it tonight. Almost going to do it. 64 gigabytes of stuff I could drop. I was on, and Wendy, thank Jesse I didn't, and that's the honest to God truth.
She won't care.
Because
I know she won't care.
I was going to put it on repeat and just let it play tonight. I was going to go live, hit repeat, and I was going to go to bed. I really was.
It might not have been a bad idea. People would have come for that train wreck.
Because I would do that. And it's bad. It's devastating. But I'm not like that. I try to be better than that. And, I haven't attacked anybody that quit mine, that didn't attack me first or I didn't defend myself against.
Oh, but this is the cult, right?
Yeah. It's just frustrating whenever you go out and you do something and they're looking for any little thing, any little person. But what I was going to get at and what I want to thank everybody for is I want to thank my mom tonight. That's one person I want to thank publicly. Out of all the people that came and worked for me, a lot of them let these people run them off. because they were scared. They were scared of the drama. They were afraid of the attacks. They were afraid that they was going to get brought into it. And they left.
Mm-hmm.
They would not fight. This is my family. My mom didn't teach me to run. She taught me to fight. And ever since I was a little boy in kindergarten walking home with that little bully that used to whoop me every day until my mom told me, either you kick his ass or I'm going to rip your ass off. And she said, he can't hit you any harder than I can. She got tired of watching that boy whoop me every day after school. And I did. I whooped that little boy. But you know what? My mom, during this whole time, no matter how much they've attacked her, what they've done to her, she hasn't left either channel. She'll come on either channel not afraid. Not afraid to stand up to them, not afraid of the memes they'll make, not afraid of the lies they'll make about her. But she will fight for her son and for her grandkids. If you cannot fight for your family and for your kids, and by God, you don't deserve them. If they ain't worth you fighting for, you don't need them. So you have to make a choice in life. Would you rather fight on your feet, or would you rather go out on your knees begging? I'm not a beggar. Number 2, I would like to thank Jesse and Clough and other people that I can't mention right now due to legalities because they're having their own issues. Blake Dusher, D.A. Roberts for being a good friend. I would like to thank Randy for being there, not being afraid and standing at my side. I've had a lot of people run from me, guys. They tried to destroy my channel. It's what they tried to do, and they did. They hit it hard. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say they didn't. They did. They hit it hard over their lies, and I still say their conspiracies even stronger now than I did 2 years ago. They hit me hard. But you know what? Yeah, some of my people left and ran. They said, I don't want the drama. As long as they're not bothering me, I'm fine with it. You know what? I didn't have a choice.
Right.
But I had strong warriors that stood with me, and my mom has been my rock the whole time. Because me and her believe you fight for family, you love your kids, and you do anything for them. That's what you do. You do what's right. You don't hide. You don't stick your head in the sand and pretend like it's all going to go away, because it won't. Because that wolf will just come by and cut your head off while you got it in the sand.
Mm,
You got to fight. You got to fight for what's right.
absolutely.
And I am very appreciative to all of you all that have fought with me and have stood with me, because it has been a hard fight. Most definitely been a hard fight. You know.
Thank you for that, Infinite.
Thank you, Infinite. I appreciate that. God bless you for that. I'm not going to stop fighting, guys. As long as you guys will stand at my side and that you will support me, I will continue the fight. And if you all decide someday you don't want to support me, I'm still going to fight, because that's my kids. That's my family.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't fight for it, you don't deserve it. I believe that. I've been raised that way. My dad, my mom, my grandpa, my whole family distilled that in me. If it ain't worth fighting for, Mike, it ain't worth having.
Right.
And tonight, to go and to say, oh, look, and he said he was alone. I hope you feel really big for attacking a child, because y'all have already proved it doesn't bother you to do it. Doesn't bother y'all at all. Seems actually pretty easy. I mean, Josh did sing a song to Barton the other night I thought was pretty damn racist and pretty damn mean.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
About a child. About a child, Josh. You sung a song that was disgusting.
Sorry. But he's over there complaining about fake poop.
Didn't even squat. I mean,
It was fake. Come on.
and you know,
Yeah.
I will tell. I'll say this now. Oh yeah, Clough. He sung a really bad song about Barton and a little boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let Jesse tell you about that later. I won't give that airtime because I'm not going to do that to a child. These people, guys, and I would say this here, and I would say it in court, sworn under oath. There ain't a show that goes by that somebody's not getting anally probed on any of their shows. I mean, it's the truth. And every time it is man on man, forced man on man. These people are disgusting. And if it's not that, it's incestuous. They are so stuck on incest and all these nasty things that they can throw out there. And you know, I have seen a pattern with this. If you're not Josh's friend, you're dumb, ignorant, fat pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, you know? And you know, I don't even care, and I haven't even been saying anything about him, and I didn't even get really upset tonight until I seen her go and do that to a child. My nephew. I love my nephew. And, you know, enough of the kids have been hurt, and for her to come out and do that, that's pretty disgusting. And all of you out there that are friends with her, that remain friends with her, that means you support that. Because if you were a true Christian and a true person, then you would at least call her out on that and try to get her to correct her behavior. Not one of you asked her to correct it. I just saw a bunch of cheerleaders.
No, Infinite, we're not talking about anybody that's actually here and in the chat. We're talking about the ones that would be watching this afterwards.
Yeah, this is others that I can't mention, Infinite, right yet.
The ones that are here, like you, talking and speaking, we know you aren't afraid of them and aren't afraid of standing up. But it's the ones that are hiding in the shadows that are.
I'm always excited to see. Always excited to see Infinite. Always, Infinite is a big supporter, and it's always a pleasure to have him in the chat. I seen him. He was one of the first ones tonight in our live before it ever started. I seen where he came in and said, "Sorry guys, I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm going fishing in a haunted, I think, church area or somewhere." See, I read every chat. How many YouTubers out there can say they read everything and answer it, or at least give it a heart? I do that. I make sure to do that. I do every comment, guys. I answer them with a heart or thank you or I'm glad you're here, because I understand that I can't do it without you guys. I don't take y'all for granted. I don't know about that one, none of your biz. I have to look that up though. I feel the same way, Infinite Seven, and they will. They will. That's the thing. Is if you can't control it, they try to destroy it. I learned that the night he called me and said, "Hey, Mike," and I passed him in numbers, guys. "Hey, Mike, you're doing really good, man. Your numbers are climbing. You're doing really good. We really ought to get together and collaborate. We could really run this community. But one thing about it, we got to keep these other guys from getting too big, because if they get too big, then they get a lot of the donations too. So I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll tell you when to go on, how long you can go on. I'll set you up with guests, and this is who you can have on." And I said, "No. I want to have on my show who I want on my show. I want to go on when I want to go on. And I'll stay on as long as I want to stay on." And when I didn't bend my knee and I didn't go to the conference, he tried to destroy me because He couldn't control me, and I was growing, and I was already bigger than him, and I wasn't even trying.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even try to pass him, which it's not hard to pass him because I don't think he would have too much speed anyway. But you know what I'm saying? It's just it was just a dumb thing, and then one calamity led to another. And I'm going to say this out loud. This is my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. I was always raised, okay? This is the way I was raised. I'm not saying everybody believes this way, and this is just my opinion. Clough, I hope you're still in here. I talked to you a little bit about it. I'm going to say it. No matter how much you dislike somebody, I've always tried to leave them with their integrity, okay? Now, another thing, no matter how much you dislike somebody, right is right, wrong is wrong. If a person you don't like does right, it doesn't take away from the fact that they can do right. Right? A wrong person can still do right. I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But this is what I truly believe. I do not believe Josh is 100% at fault. And I say that with an honest heart. I believe Josh was deceived and used in the beginning. And I believe he got so deep into it that he willfully began to do what he has done up to this point. I believe that he was like a child that was given a candy bar and was told to eat half of it, eat the other half after dinner. When they gave him the ammunition he needed, he liked the way it tasted, and he wanted that whole candy bar because he thought he would be able to destroy me. I believe he was used to a point, and he's by no means innocent, not by a long shot. But I do believe he was outplayed. I do believe that.
Hmm. Hmm.
I believe that he was
If
tricked
if
into another person's agenda. Do I believe he's inherently evil? Hell yeah, he's evil. Is he mean? Hell yeah, he's mean. Is he full of the devil? I believe so, in my opinion. On all those are my opinion. I believe he's an evil, dirty, scoundrel person, in my opinion. I believe that he willfully does what he does, but I also believe that he was used because of how he is to do what somebody else wanted done also.
he might have been used in the very beginning,
Right.
but but he manipulated enough, and he put that group together for one reason, because I stand behind it. There is no reason why he should have been in that chat group. None.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
That's why I'm just trying to.
I'm just going off of what I've seen, what I've observed. I know he's an evil person. I
He
know that
my
he doesn't bother him to do bad things. It doesn't bother him. If it benefits him, I don't believe he has any line he won't cross. I believe that everybody he comes across is a future enemy, and from the day he meets you, Nellie starts building a file on you to destroy you from that moment. They know eventually everyone they come across, they're willing to destroy you. They have files on people. They're proud to have files on people. And they do that, I believe, in my opinion, as a way of blackmail. And, I've had a lot of people tell me, whenever they would meet him or go to the conferences, the first thing that Nellie would do was start asking personal questions that didn't, have anything to do with the conference, but trying to find dirt, pretty much.
Which is funny because didn't he say that the other night? He said that's what all of us did. That's what Barton did, and that's what Larry did. That's what Clough did, and that's what you did.
Right.
All these people were his friend to try and get dirt and information on him.
But you know, there's one thing I haven't seen him do, and I think that Clough will attest to this. The one thing I have not seen him do is a live where he's presented proof to back up his allegations.
Oh, he does lives and he does proof. He reads it off of his phone.
But I'm talking like to present truth instead of saying, folks, just go over to PRT News. The truth is over there. It's in every meme that we create. That's the truth, you know.
Which is run and moderated by Nellie Turner.
The one and only. And he talks about how he hates communists. Isn't that communist? Where you have one ruler, one dictator that decides what is said and what is not said and what is the truth and what's not the truth. Isn't that a dictator?
And if he doesn't like it, then you're out and he will destroy you by any means necessary.
And Anthony will attest to that. Yes. You know, I mean, I know why he's not if he really needed just to get time on his show, all he would have to do is give Anthony a segment. Because by the time he got a sentence out, man, you'd already have your first hour down. You know? And there ain't nobody in his chat gives a shit what he talks about anyways, because if you go read his chat, everybody's got their own conversation going on the side. Mm-hmm. You know? And then you got Dumb and Dumber sitting beside you. He looks over at him every time he says something like, "Is that good, guys?" You know? And then, he goes for the piece of candy, and I'm like, God, please don't let him do that, please. Mm-hmm. And as he eats the piece of candy, he almost swallows his face with that underbite. And I'm like, why would you do that to yourself, right? But I mean, yeah, I'm a little ticked off tonight. And none of it's a lie because, I mean, how many of y'all have seen him do that, right? Does he have an underbite? My opinion, he's got a hell of an underbite. I mean, he'd make a bulldog happy. But I mean, it bothers me so much that they just scoop to these levels, It's
Good night, Caroline.
I don't know.
Thank you for being here. I have to say, you are maintaining your cool very well.
Yeah, I'm trying because, I mean, you deal with people that you thought at one point in time actually had a heart, common sense at the minimum. And and then they just go and totally redeem themselves. So, and you're just like, is it a race over there to find out who's the dumbest or, who can get to the gates of hell first? I don't know what kind of race they're running. But I mean, it's like, it's just full of evil. And, they go over there and, for instance, I'm going to do a show, right? Now, guys, I'm not going to give them any time tonight because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to talk about them. Now they went over there and they done this. Let me read something off my phone. And yeah, they were doing it, but we're not going to talk about them tonight. But they was over there. And an hour later, I'm not going to talk about them. And that's all you've done.
To the point where they've got to end their live stream and start over because
sorry about that.
Spent an hour talking about something that they were going to talk about.
Yep. I mean, it's irritating, and I don't give them no time except for tonight because I'm too busy kicking their ass in numbers. I mean, I can only imagine how my Halloween special is going to compare to his Halloween special tonight. I figure I'm probably going to beat him by at least 6,000. And, that's just being, giving him a little bit of benefit of the doubt that, I mean, yeah, he was giving away money tonight to try to have a good show,
Oh, will you be away money?
Yeah. He gave away like $200 right within 15 minutes. Yeah, will you be my friend? I'll give you my lunch. Here, you want my Twinkie out of my diaper? I mean, whenever you got to start buying your subs, there's a problem, right? Hey guys, come over to my show. I'll give you all some free stuff, right? Well, it must not be too good because I saw a whole pile of it going up in flames. And I think somebody might have took a number 2 in one. I'm not sure. Without squatting. It's just when you attack children, that's my Achilles right there. When you attack children, you know, he just wanted a ride to get in with his grandma and his mom. That's all he did. He just wanted a ride. He thought it was pretty cool to get to ride with me down there, you know, to get out and drive. He thought that was pretty cool to get to ride with me, you know. And then the very person she's over there supporting, Jowls, you know what he called Wendy? Do you know what he actually called Wendy?
Mm-mm.
He called her a toothless hag.
Yeah,
And these people are so dumb because he will even sit right there and say, I could punch an old lady in the face and people still support me.
Do you know why she will turn around and allow it now? Because he's not still calling her a toothless hag. He's turned his sights on other people. So everybody that has ever been attacked but still is sitting over there in that group, they are doing it because they want the attention. They crave the attention from him and his clan of cult members, and wants the gossip, wants the information, but at the same time, if the attention is not on them and they're not the ones being attacked, then it's okay. As long
Right.
as they're not the ones that are being attacked, then it's okay.
Romans, it is Wendy Guizdala. I don't think we have a photo of her. My computer refused to even upload it. If that tells you anything.
It did show in the thumbnail.
Okay, let me see if I can pull it up.
But Wendy was a old moderator.
There's not a photo there, is there?
No.
Yeah, I don't have one of her. Unless you have one.
Why would I have a photo of Wendy?
I don't know.
Hold on.
I don't even know why. I don't even know why I would say that. Really, I must be tired. I must have went out boots on the ground for 2 hours tonight or something. Walked around.
Hold on. I'll get you a photo.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll get you a photo, Romans. But, you know, it just irritated me. And whenever I sent you the video, I know that you were asleep or almost asleep, and it irritated you. It irritated you.
It irritated me because I got a call that went, "Why are you sleeping? Get up."
We don't sleep around here, guys, whenever there's important business to be handled. But tell me, what was your first reaction? What was your first reaction to that video with what I sent you with what she said?
My first reaction?
First reaction
was, what a bitch. Don't give her any attention because she doesn't deserve it. That's a good picture of her, though.
Yeah.
She don't look like that. She don't look like that.
Oh, I've got videos of her in our meetings that we had and stuff, but I'm being good. I'm trying not to be their level. You know what I mean?
Although, you know, I don't look like this, actually, either. I look like a 5,000-pound
Jessipotamus.
hippo. So, this is photoshopped. I'm
Jessipotamus.
photoshopped right now. I don't
And
really
I'm
look
the skin tag, the walking skin tag Ike.
Yep.
You know, that stuff don't even bother me. You know, I laugh about that. It's like so immature. It's like, Dude, we done that stuff in elementary, right? I mean,
Well, you know what bothers me though is the fact that they sit there and say, they've been attacking us for 2 years, people. This is so sick. Yet, what's funny is I put my Facebook page on lockdown and they have pictures of my Facebook page prior to lockdown that goes back to right after the conference because they took a photo from one of my last family group photos of our last family vacation and they cropped me out and was making a mockery of me. And I'm like, well, that was nice. Thank you for ruining that family moment that you guys had no reason to destroy like that.
because they don't care. They don't care about families. They don't care
But
about, anything like that. You would have to be raised with respect and dignity to understand and appreciate that. That's why, like Wendy, I could do horrible things that I have recorded. I recorded every meeting I had with her, every call I had with her, because my phone, and I've told you this, it's no secret, my phone records every phone conversation. It has an app on it that automatically does it from beginning to end.
mhm.
And I have video and videos, not just, calls, but I have video calls and meetings. And I'm not that type. I don't care about people's personal lives. I don't care to destroy somebody personally. But man, when you start coming after my family and you start pushing me, and I'm not doing nothing to you and you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing,
But
it gets hard.
that's the thing. That's what these other people are doing. They are looking for stuff to destroy somebody personally from the get go. I wasn't even doing anything in the very beginning. What did I do?
I know
I
what you
told
done.
Josh to shut up and quit
You
talking
asked
crap,
you asked questions. Remember? You asked questions.
and they instantly what? Went into my Facebook and started digging for dirt on me, right?
I think they were digging for dirt on you when you went to the conference. I guarantee you Nellie quizzed you. I guarantee you she asked you personal questions.
Yeah, but I don't give personal answers. I don't
But
answer, I don't talk to people like that. I don't
but I
trust
bet
people.
but I bet you she asked, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she did.
See? And I know she's not happy. I had conversations with her. I know she's not a happy lady. I know that for a fact. Doesn't excuse what she's done. Doesn't excuse what she's done.
No. Oh, but we're picking on her and she has a tumor. Can't pick on her because she has a tumor, right?
You know, I've
But
lost
it's okay
family.
for her. It's okay for her to attack while she has a tumor.
Right.
That's fine.
All I'm going to say is I lost a family member to what she is at this point. I have to say alleging she has, because I know none of them can tell the truth. I do hope that she does not have that. I would not wish that on anybody. I lost my uncle to what she is saying that she allegedly has. And I can tell you this, from the time of his diagnosis to approximately 4 months later, to where he died, he hurt so bad. He was so sick. He stayed in a bed or in his chair, had no desire to read or watch TV. He slept most of the time, and the time he didn't sleep, he was hurting. And he did have a brain tumor. Somebody that is suffering from something like that doesn't do what she's doing. They don't have the energy. Unless, I'm not going to go there right now, because I'm going to try to be better than that. And I'm going to hold myself to my standards. I am going to say with an honest heart that I hope that that is not the case, that she has that. And if she does have that, I wish her the best, because that is one disease that I hate. And I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Uh, but, We have to be better than that. Do I like her? I wouldn't piss on her if she's on fire. But, you know, they talk about, you know, oh, these people attacked me. Oh, I don't know why they hate me. Oh, you know. Dude, you rubbed my child in my face that was taken away from me on lies. Now, I never said, Josh, and I challenge you to back up what you said. I never said you kidnapped my son.
Mm-mm.
I never said that. I said that you were a part of the conspiracy and the platform that helped do it. I did say that because that's what I truly believe, in my opinion. And I'm allowed under the First Amendment to have my opinion. And I believe that is what happened. Because why were you so invested? So invested. And you know what? They can follow the money. Even if you've deleted the transactions, they can follow the money. And they're going to find out where that money went because you know what? You all think what we know and what I've been told now since everything happened is bad. Wait till you see the things I'm not showing. Because there's other people that came forward that has conversations that they've now given me that they recorded one-on-one with you idiots where you admitted a whole lot of things that I cannot release.
I've been getting stuff too.
People are coming every day, and it's going to show because, like I said tonight, things are going to change, and people are going to say, damn, wasn't worth it. These lies was not worth it because law enforcement is not going to be happy when they find out they've been played. I'll guarantee you that. And there's people that recorded things that have given it to me now. And I'm going to be delivering that. I've already delivered some of it. And you said today you have stuff. I have no idea what you have. I don't want to know what you have. I've told you and Clough that. I don't want to know nothing. I just want to be a spectator along with everybody else. That's where I want to remain. That's where I want to stay.
And I'm just saying, yeah, you're getting stuff, but we're getting stuff too. I don't know. I don't know what has sparked anything, but yeah, I'm getting notifications on a daily.
You know, and that's another thing. Poor Clough went after his baby sister that he's never even met.
Mm-hmm.
Never even met her. Never been around her. But everybody that goes against PRT, you're fat, you're ugly, you're dumb, you're willfully ignorant, you're stupid,
You're on drugs.
you're a pedophile. You're definitely a pedophile, or you have some kind of sexual issue.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny, you can watch my shows and we don't get into all that. But then you go over there and you watch Josh and Abe almost like they're role playing, and you're like, wow. Because there for a while, and I say this honest to God, Abe acted like he forgot they were even role playing and he was actually getting into it. And I'm like, what in the hell am I watching here?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because everybody's like, you got to watch Abe. Abe is serious, And it's like so disturbing. And then the people that are friends with this caliber of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what they said, folks? You know what they said? My dad passed away. My dad passed away. My dad is no longer with us. You know what was said on Abe's show? They were going to kill my mom and rape my dad. That's what was said. It's recorded. We have it. Going to kill my mom and rape my dad. They said that. They said that I had incest with my mom. I have a recording from Giles. I played it for everybody. And he named the 3 people that started that rumor. Did they start it? I don't know. I wasn't part of that conversation. But what I can tell you is he alleges that it was 3 individuals, is what he says. Now, I wasn't part of that conversation. I can only tell you what he told me. And he said that it was 3 individuals that said that. Nellie, I believe, came out in a show and she said that she has 100% proof that they are the ones that said that.
Yet,
I never seen it presented, though. I never seen that evidence presented.
but didn't she then go on a show and make a claim that you had a conversation with her and about praying about it and
Oh, yeah.
acting as if
Yeah.
it was
Right.
completely true?
Well, what she forgot to mention about that show is I do have that recorded, and I'm going
No.
to toot my own horn just a little bit. I was a really good investigator, and I think that they underestimated me because whenever I recorded that video when she said that, she kind of effed up at the end of that. She said, "There, I can make up things too. How does that feel?" Admitting that whole thing was a lie.
Isn't that called libel? Oh, I think that would be the correct definition of libel,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah. Because right in the very same sentence, she ends it admitting that it was a lie and that she made it up to try to get at me.
Hmm.
I have numerous shows from PRT that were deleted in the past. I have the full shows. That's what these are for.
Hmm.
I have the full shows, and they will be used. I have the full shows of Abe that he done. I've got them all the way back to where Vault was on, all the way back to then. Why were they calling me a pedophile all the way back then when it was never even brought up? I guess that'll come out later. I have a lot of questions now because a lot of things don't add up because it's like the conspiracy was done and they were leaking it out before they could actually start putting the conspiracy into motion. And they should have known Josh has, big mouth. He wouldn't be able to shut up. And he was putting stuff out early before it was ever hitting anywhere, which confirmed, in my opinion, that there was a definite conspiracy. Because whenever you look at a conspiracy, folks, a conspiracy is a simple definition, in my opinion. A conspiracy is nothing more than 2 or more people that are gathered together to make up a known lie to either hurt somebody financially or their credibility or physically or to cause emotional stress or financial disruption, stuff like that. Now, whenever you take that conspiracy, in my opinion, I am not an attorney and I am not a law officer, so do your own research. But whenever you take that and you take it across state lines, and at that point there is money involved, that's a federal crime.
Oh, you mean so like if I'm talking about something that I'm reading and I'm telling the truth and I'm reading a legal report in one state about another person in another state, so you're telling me that that's a federal crime, right?
In my opinion, I am not an attorney and I do not
But
work in,
it's a legal document and it's public record.
I'm not an officer anymore. Okay. Understand. I'm not an officer anymore. I'm not an investigator anymore, but I will give you my personal opinion based on what I know and what I've done. Libel and slander and defamation is not stating the truth. Libel, slander, and defamation is actually, if you look into it, and this whole show is my opinion. I just want to put that out there right now. Everything that I say in this show from the beginning to the end is my opinion. So whenever you go out there and you want to commit one of these, right, you have to not only say a lie, but you have to commit one of these, right? You have to not only say a lie, but you have to commit one of these, right? You have to not only say a lie, but you have to commit one of these, right? You have to not only say a lie, but you have to commit one of these, right? You have to not only say a lie, but you have to commit one of these, right? You have to you have to know that you're saying a lie, and you have to have the intent of saying a known lie with the intent of causing financial, harm or whatever. So for somebody to take public knowledge and to display it is not illegal, because I think it's been proven a lot right now that you can walk into just about anywhere and film, even though they may not want you to. It's still a protected speech, it's protected right. Uh,
Absolutely.
it was ruled on, I believe, in the Supreme Court now, that the First Amendment, under the freedom of the press, because of the freedom of the press, any individual, has the right to collect information for a news story, which means you do not have to work for a news agency. You do not have to work for CNA, Fox, or any of those. You can be a self-independent journalist, which means that you are collecting information for a news story, which would fit the guidelines of a YouTuber, because a YouTuber is collecting information for a story or commentary. So, yeah, there's nothing illegal about that. Now, where the legalities come in at is when you start saying somebody is sleeping with their mom and you don't have any proof. Now, that's slander. That's defamation. Whenever you say they sleep with their granny that's passed away, that's slander and defamation.
Oh, and libel.
Whenever,
That's
yeah,
libel.
and your sister wife, and now they're saying that Sarah must be my daughter because I've had sexual affairs with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all of that's recorded. It is filed. It's in order.
But
That's
it's okay because he says it's in his opinion.
that's
So it
actually
must
not
be
true.
okay.
No, that's actually false.
No?
You can use an opinion whenever you are stating opinion based on a subject, but you cannot use an opinion as an attack method, because an opinion cannot be used as an attack method because it can border still defamation.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, come out and say, in my opinion, such and such does such and such, and a sloppy job of it. You can't do that as much as you want to. But yeah, that's not totally true. But yeah, in your opinion, is Josh told the truth about something? Believe it or not, he actually told the truth. It's hard to sue somebody for defamation or slander because the First Amendment has such a wide protection of freedom of speech. And a lot of judges don't want to be that guy that goes against the freedom of speech. You know, I would be more concerned, and I'm just going to talk about a fictitious story. This is not a true event. I'm just going to give an example. I would be more concerned about if I was involved and I was any of those people in a conspiracy. My concern would be right now that some individuals that were involved in the very beginning were now releasing information, recordings, phone calls, text messages, not Clough, but other people, and that they were releasing all this stuff. And eventually somebody is going to crack and turn on somebody, because people know that when the shit starts hitting the fan, people start telling the truth and they start blaming other people. And eventually, whenever they start squeezing who started this, who done this, eventually people is going to start blaming. And once somebody gives, somebody may give, the possibility of state's evidence, and who knows what would happen then, right? But I'm just giving a fictitious, I'm not, it's just nothing to that. It's just a satire possibility, a theory. But, it, in my opinion, it happens that way. Yeah, exactly, Kat. It's a cornered rat, exactly, because when it starts coming down to it, do you really think one of them is going to go down for the other when it really comes down to it? Or do you think one of them's going to sell the other one out big time?
That's why I always think it's funny when he says, I have 6 people that are willing to write an affidavit right now. Really, Josh? You have 6 people. Josh, why don't you write an affidavit? Oh, wait, because you don't want to be the one behind bars. That's right.
Well, the problem is, and this is another thing I think that will probably be discussed in the near future. I don't know that it will. Let me rephrase that. This is something that I am going to discuss.
Wait, we got to edit this out. We got to edit this out now.
Yeah. This is something that I'm going to discuss in the near future. Okay? That I will discuss. We'll put it that way. Anthony wrote a affidavit to the judge. I downloaded that affidavit on a PDF file. And
I have that affidavit too. I just collected it a couple of weeks ago.
Okay. Well, I read that, and there's a big discrepancy that I found that my attorney now has. He blamed me for things. I'm not going to go into it because things, but he blamed me for things that they had already proven somebody else had done in a previous show that I have recorded. So he just perjured himself to a court on a sworn affidavit stating that was the truth. That's perjury. Perjury is punishable by jail, fine, and or prison. And that is a bold-faced lie, what is in there, and there is 110% proof that is a lie. I mean, there is a video out of their own mouths that show, I think it was on a Rumble, I think I recorded that shows that was a lie. And the results are, Anthony, that was a lie. I mean, not a smart move. I mean, but what's done is done. You know, I don't know. Really, I get irritated whenever the kids are brought into it, which evidently that happened from the beginning and didn't seem to bother them. It was whatever could get Mike. And I made the mistake a long time ago. Randy's right. Randy was right from the beginning. Randy said you were asked a question a long time ago, what do you fear the most? And I feared losing Hunter. And the devil listened. And that's what they done. But that's okay because this isn't over when Hunter comes home. I anticipate that I am going to file many lawsuits. And some of them, I hope, personally, and I anticipate, will probably go criminal with what I'm receiving now. There's a lot of bad things out there. It's going to take, and Josh is right, it is going to take a lot of money. But that's okay. It's by the time I get done, a lot of people are going to be living in my houses. Because they've done a lot of bad things. It's just, I normally don't get upset like this, and that me and Jesse don't even care. We laugh about most of this, but it was just the point that they went after another kid, another kid. Come on. And what's so weird to me is Josh says, oh, don't come after my kids. Anthony ain't a kid, dude. He's a 40-year-old with a receding hairline. And you're calling him your kid that lives with you. That is so messed up to me. I
think I could give them a little credit. I think they're in their 30s.
Oh, well, that makes it better. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How messed up is that, really?
What's really messed up is I didn't even know he has an architectural degree. And he's working as a security guard. Why is he working as a security guard if he has an architectural degree?
For Josh.
That Josh put him through college for. Indentured servitude.
I mean, if Josh was if Josh was to do like a mukbang, my money's on him. You know, but I don't understand the infatuation with attacking people's children first, because that should not even ever be an option. Should never be an option. Should never be on the table.
They went after mine. But it's okay because she's an adult now, right?
That's not okay, though. Because she's not even on YouTube. She's not even in the community. She is guilty by association in their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
She was on one live with me.
And she didn't even do anything. She
cried.
She was scared, and I felt sorry for her. All she done was walk and try to have a fun time.
Yeah.
You know?
But yep.
I mean, if this is true, which I have no reason to doubt Clough. We was talking about this today, me and Jesse. And if this is true, Clough and everybody in chat, because you're going to get to see kind of the funny side of this and the disgusting side of this. Clough said that Josh drove around and his truck smelled like urine because he would urinate in bottles. And, I kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt. And I was like, well, that happens sometimes, until I found out that it wasn't regular bottles, that this dude had actually went and bought a urinal to carry around in his truck. And I was like, if that's true, how sick is that to know that you're so big and fat and lazy, and it's so hard for you to get in and out of your truck, that you go buy a urinal because you plan on doing it in your car? Because either one, it's too hard on you to get in and out of your truck, or two, you're just a coward and you're afraid to go in a public place. Or C, it probably is hard getting in and out of the truck with an oxygen tank and hose and everything. I don't know. I mean, it could be. I don't know. I've seen pictures of a CPAP machine beside him, and I've heard that he has issues breathing, and sleeping on his back is dangerous for him. I don't know. That's just what I've been told. In my opinion, I think that if he's like that, he probably should lose about 400 pounds. But I don't know. I'm irritated that the kids are on the radar, and that really irritates me. And I'm having fun with this even tonight. I'm, been a little bit facetious, but it's just irritating. And I haven't been an investigator in a long time, guys. It's been a long time since I've done that. And a lot of the information that I said tonight may or may not be right. I don't know. I feel like it's right. That's all that matters. But, I do know one thing's right, though, that I'll stand by. Leave the kids alone. That's what I will stand by. Mm-hmm. Haven't they been hurt enough? Hunter and Logan were like brothers. You think they haven't been hurt enough? The separation, just like that. And then everybody over there had fun, bloating, loving it, making their little comments, their little pictures and everything whenever you had children that were hurting this whole time. I mean, I hurt too, but I'm not going to count the adults right now. Let's look at the children that hurt, that were separated in this. They don't understand. All they know is their little buddy's gone.
Yep.
That's all they know. Isn't it enough what they've done, besides acting like you're killing their dad with the child with them? sitting there, smiling, and they acted like, I'm just going to say it, it's the truth. Abe Sias acted like he was killing me and pretended like Hunter was with him while he was doing it. Say, doing it for Hunter, doing it for Hunter, making the gun noises, guys. That's how funny this was to him. That's how funny it was. Talking about telling me, trying to manipulate me, to coerce me to just go unalive myself. They asked me to do that. We have that. They asked me to do that, to go unalive myself. How do you even comprehend somebody like that? I worked, guys, with a cleat license over 25 years. And I can say with honesty, I've dealt with some bad people, but I ain't never seen people like this, ever. I don't know what happened. I don't know if maybe, and this is truly how I feel. I watched a show the other night, and there was a guy talking. He seemed to be a pretty smart man, and he was a detective. I like to watch detective shows. I was an investigator, and I'm intrigued by how they think, the new stuff coming out, And he said he was a man of faith, a man of God. And he said one of the problems is a lot of times in the profession and the prisons and stuff is a lot of people want to blame everything on demons. Everything is a demon. Everything is a possession. This guy is not only a detective, he is a preacher that has done exorcisms. Okay, he does exorcisms, and he's a detective. Out of all the prisons that he had worked in, and all the one-on-one things he had dealt with, and he had dealt with a lot of things, serial killers all the way down. He said the one thing that he learned was a very, 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 very small percentage were actually possessions, almost minute. Now, there was a lot of what he believed attachments, oppression, stuff like that. But as far as a possession, very, 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 very minute. And the ones that were possessions were the worst. They were unable to have empathy. That was one of the things they did not have, was empathy. They felt that what they'd done was right, not because it was the right thing to do, but because it benefited them in some way. Sound familiar?
Very familiar. By about 6 people over there in that camp that are all willing to write an affidavit.
I mean, I pray with sincerity that the Lord lays his right hand of judgment down on them, and that they know that he is the Lord thy God, and what they have done is wrong. And I pray that his judgment is fast and it is swift. And I pray that he brings Hunter home expediently, and that any weapon that they have forged against us in the darkness or in the light, that it fails. And I pray that we have favor with the judges, and he gives them eyes to see, ears to hear, and he sends Gabriel, the great messenger, with good news, and he sends Michael, the warrior, to defend it, and Jesus himself delivers it. That is my prayer, and I pray that in Jesus' name, that this happens fast, and the ones guilty for this are brought to the light, and that they are punished, and that the Lord seeks his vengeance for me, however he sees fit, because his will shall be done, and it will be done right. And we leave it in the hands of the Lord. We leave it at his feet because he will do what is right and he will do it perfectly. I'm fleshly. I will mess it up and I will get in the way. I have to step back and I lay it at my Father's feet because I know and have faith in him that he will do the right thing. And God have mercy on their souls, because there is a passage in the Bible that says it is better to tie a millstone upon your neck and to cast yourself into the sea than to cause one of my little ones to stumble. You guys have done that. And you will find out eventually that my Father is not a liar, and he will come for that pound of flesh. Except for, do not fear the one who can kill you, but fear the one who can kill the soul and cast you into hell for eternity. That's the power of my God. And I'm telling you right now, Hunter's going to come home. The Lord is going to will it, and his will be done. We just got to do it in his time, and it's not easy. But I stand on that in the word of Jesus Christ. I stand on that, and I believe it, and I laid it at God's feet. And I know that a lot of you stand with me. I ask you to stay in prayer for me and my family, for health, protection, and for the return of Hunter. And my Father also told me something else. He said, I will prepareth you a table in front of your enemies. No matter what they've done to us, guys, we have a promise from God that says, I will prepareth you a table before them, and they will watch you thrive. That's what's going to happen. And I stand on that in Jesus' almighty name. In Jesus' name, I pray that and believe that. Amen. But
Amen.
that's where our power is at over here, folks. Jesus Christ is the only way. He's the way, the light, the life. And that's the only way to the Father, is through the Son. And we have to remember that. We're not all perfect, but we can always try to be better than them. And tonight, I won't play those videos, and I will remain better than you, Wendy. I won't do that to you. But I will ask you sincerely to remove that video of the child. You can post whatever you want to about me. Don't do that to the kids. They've heard enough. And that's with sincerity. Anything you'd like to say, Jesse, before we go back off to sleep tonight?
I'm not making her any promises in the future.
That is totally up. That is totally up to you.
I'm just putting that out there.
Guys, thank you for an outstanding live tonight. Thank you for your support. I hope you all had a wonderful Halloween, and I hope your kids got bags of candy. And I hope that you all made it home safe tonight, and you're all tucked in your beds. And we got Thanksgiving approaching us, guys. And just remember, hug your kids, hug your mom, love on your family, because we don't know how long we have them. Don't just have Thanksgiving once a year, guys. Have it every day for every year.
Ooh,
Build
that's
as
a lot
many.
of turkey.
Well, at least we're eating turkey over here instead of bullshit. But, take every day, guys. You know what? I have something that I'm very proud to have. You know what I have every day that not everybody has? Not everybody has this. I have my mom. I have my mom, my mother, right? What does God say about our moms and our fathers? Obey your mother and father, and he promises you a long, prosperous life. Obey your mother and father. He doesn't say, obey your mother and father only if they do this, or if they do that, or if they don't do that. He doesn't say that. We can't see, that's the problem. People put their words in there. He says, obey thy mother and father, and I will promise you a long life. It's not circumstantial, guys. Remember that. Because there's people out there right now that don't have a mom to hug that wishes their mother was here. But there's also people out there that choose not to be around their mother because they can't control them. Think about that. Good night. God bless. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Good night.
Good night, everyone.